Hi, welcome to Mercurius Being Astro Update for the Aquarius full moon, which will be exact Central Time, 7:02 a.m. this Sunday, August 22nd. I am Amy Jensen, and I'm going to try to keep this short. I've stopped and started a few times, and I thought I better just start over again. So let's just get into it. So we have the second full moon of this lunation cycle. Sun is at 29 degrees Leo, 37 minutes. The moon is at 29 degrees Aquarius, 37 minutes. It is at the end of the cycle, 29th degree. So because we're at the end of the cycle, we may feel some urgency, some feeling like we have to make a decision. The 29th degree in any sign is kind of about that vacillation, about that decision, and you may feel hurried to do something or jump into something, but just let it ride a little bit, because that's, don't respond to that pushing. Let it really be something that you've sat with or thought about, because it could be something then you might regret that quick decision that you kind of felt a little bit forced into doing. The area of the heavens that the sun is in Magha Nakshatra, and that segment of the heavens is also about death and ending of the cycle. And death in this sense is being like transformative. It's the power, the Shakti associated with the sun placement is the power to leave the body easily. Okay, so there's something about change and death and rebirth and the ease of that. The area of the heavens that the moon is in, Dhanista, is about finding your rhythm, finding the symphony of life. The star that's associated where the sun is placed is Regulus, the heart of the lion, the roar of the lion. It's a very prominent position in the heavens. It's the mighty one, and it has to do with power, to achieve goals. There may be some bolstering from ancestors and your heritage that you can count on. With the moon placement, it's the wealthiest, and it is associated with the 4 stars in the constellation of the Dolphin. So it's about good rhythm and good timing in all aspects of life. So it's very nice placement for both celestial bodies at this time. So tuning into those energies. Where the moon is at, in the mind, body, music chakras, it's associated with the face. And so the face chakra, what are you presenting? Your ability to change that presentation, the ability to reshape ourselves into who we are becoming. Okay, so with Leo and Aquarius, I know I've talked a lot about creativity in past videos, and of course I can't remember what I said, but just keep that creative vibe going. So Leo is about creating. It's about I am creative. I am the creative principle. Aquarius is also about being creative, but it's about having maybe co-creating with other people. It's about friends and associations. It's about having your creativity seen and received. Just yesterday somebody was talking about encouraging their kids to be their own weird self, or something, to be their own weird self, and then to find the other weird selves, to be friends with and to love. And so I mean that in the best and highest way, okay? To be unique, to march to your own drummer, to just to have that be your contribution to the world. So with Aquarius, we're talking about the lines of Aquarius, the glyph. It's prana, so the energetics of the body, the subtle body, being tapped into, wired into the energy of the collective, but also kind of a higher connectivity, and being okay with that wiring, because you may or may not fit in, but that's okay. That's what that energy is meant to do. The energy of Leo is also in this way about face, about being able to be seen and to be heard, to maybe take that Aquarian message again and craft the uniqueness into something, if you want, that will be more acceptable or more heard. It's just about presentation in Leo. So learning to be able to be heard, to be seen, the voice of strong creative voice, the voice of leadership. So another thing that's been coming up along with this time, well, one thing I want to mention before I go on to that, but at this time, it's not active, but the square between Uranus in Taurus and Saturn in Aquarius, it's been exact February, in June, and the last one will be in December. So this extended Leo period, or highlighted with the 2 full moons and the 1 new moon, has probably brought some of that restructuring energy up. And then when we get to the Scorpio season, we'll probably get a little revisit to that. And right now, the empty leg of this configuration is in Scorpio. And I just picked the same degree that the sun and moon are in, except in Scorpio. And I just wrote a couple notes. That's in Anuradha. And that nakshatra is about cooperation among humanity. Wow, wouldn't that be nice? The symbol is the lotus flower, and as you know, the lotus flower grows out of a bunch of muck and dirt, and then blooms so beautifully on top of the water. So holding that energy, that maybe all of this muck that we're in, all of it, just throw it in, and then just envision this beautiful lotus flower growing out of it, okay? The nightingale is associated with that nakshatra, so I'm going to read about the nightingale, and then I'm also going to read about the dolphin, just because I think that might be a lovely energy to draw in, because there's such a playfulness in that. So there's a lot of still, I would like that creativity and encourage that. I think what is coming up with this creativity, there's a lot of fear. Well, there's just a lot of fear in general, but also the fear of death. So I think it's important that I did mention that about the power to leave the body easily, and to remember that we are all going to cycle and pass. That is part of this whole thing, and so not to hold on to have this death grip about fear of death, or anger over beliefs, that is really stifling our creativity, because we're so wrapped up in beliefs. And belief is just, it's not going to get us out of this one, guys. Not going to get us out of this. Having strong beliefs or strong affiliations, there's a lot of this versus energy, versus, and again, it's the, how was that put, cooperation among humanity. That's going to get us out of this. But it's really this creativity I just keep coming back to. It's about being right with yourself at the core. You know, the heart, the spine of Leo, your creative voice, and then Aquarius, being right with yourself fundamentally. Aquarius is in the base chakra. Again, Leo rules the Ajna chakra, that will center, the focus, the vision. So being right with yourself, being connected to yourself, creating your vision. I was also going to say connected to your vision, and crafting a shared vision that is co-created and not imposed upon. They're totally different energies. You have a room of people co-creating something and brainstorming and adding their talents into the mix and utilizing all of these different talents, right? Okay, that's a whole different thing than having a structure that's created and imposed upon. And this is just about focusing and owning your own vision. And again, I think this opportunity for all of us is healing our past karmic relationships to creativity, shared creativity, that's Aquarius and Leo, individual and group karma, of course everything is, values, which is Taurus. Taurus is a lot about safety and stability. It's about being present. If you have a lot of Taurus energy, it's about really feeling safe physically, feeling grounded. There's just, so much fear. So getting underneath the layers. So that's the feeling. What's the need from that? It's feeling safe. Feeling safe in your body, feeling safe that you can say what you need to say, ability to respond rather than react, because you feel safe. You don't have to make a decision. You don't have to say something that you're kind of pressed to say. And just establishing ourselves in a really safe position. Because I guess where I'm going with this is it's really hard to create, to get to that level of creativity and play and freedom when the basic need of being safe isn't met. So I kind of took a little left turn there, didn't I? So just getting back to being really right with yourself. So again, I guess emphasizing and getting back to your core of creativity and vision and uniqueness, and that invitation, because again, if we were all just doing that and then offering our creation and co-creating, it just takes that versus energy out. All right, I am going to wrap this up by reading about Dolphin Spirit and Nightingale Spirit, and from the late Colette Baron Reid's beautiful deck. I mean, my gosh, look at that. And I love this. So I literally pulled these cards out right before I started this video because of what came up in the Nakshatras. But I haven't looked at either of these cards in this deck. So I thought this was so cool. This and that are true for Dolphin. Dolphin Spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. I'm going to put this down for now. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is Dolphin Spirit both this and that. Two truths coexist. The story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is a blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. When we later reflect on what happened, we can see that a situation was both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities of both light and shadow. Focus on the positive, for the light exists alongside the darkness. Dolphin Spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and then that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. Why not join Dolphin Spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessings present in this moment In all areas of your life, there are aspects of both this and that. Today you can celebrate this fact and recognize the complexity and the beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move toward the new self you are becoming. Aspects of both selves are present, so even if you want to say goodbye to what was, you are required to find solace in this between time. Today is not a day to choose one over another either, but rather to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Even in matters of the heart, duality is present. Your next action will be obvious when you drop your bias and see things as a whole. So that's Dolphin again. All right, and then I'm going to close with Nightingale Spirit. Another awesome message and beautiful artwork. Love is all around. In the darkness of night, Nightingale Spirit sings her song of love and hope, a harbinger of dawn to remind you that the sun will rise again. You are so loved, and the illumination song of the Nightingale Spirit calls you to a new level of self-awareness and connection with the light. Yes, there is shadow and darkness, but love and prosperity exist everywhere, even in the seeming emptiness of space, darkness, and a starless night. Hearken to the message, letting the music of the Nightingale's song remind you that love is all around. Feel it and trust in tomorrow's light, renewing your ability to recognize that the spaces that appear empty are filled with love and abundance. Illumination will happen soon. All right. It's lovely Nightingale Spirit again. All right, people, that is it for now. So just keep creating, keep focusing on your vision and your voice and what makes you unique, and remember that is what the world needs and wants. Just you, exactly as you are, perfect, whole, and complete, right now. Take care. Namaste.